Hi YouTube, it's me Crystal, aka Crystal Prosthetic. Now everybody's been asking me tons of questions on how I did my prosthetic pieces, how I did my eye pieces, how I did my mouth pieces, and what kind of blood do I use, and pretty much all these questions. So I'm going to try to make this video as short as I can, but I'm also going to try to answer almost every single question that y'all have asked me. So I'm going to make this mouthpiece from my Dead Silence tutorial. And what we're going to use is liquid latex. I bought this one from the Spirit store. You can go to any Halloween store or look online. I just put it in a bowl. I usually use a sponge, but I couldn't find a sponge, and since I want to do this video for you, I'm just going to use a little cloth. And hopefully I get this in frame because I just have it holding it with a cup. Anyways, so what you're going to do is you're going to get something that's like really smooth. This, I've used a mirror before, it doesn't really matter. And you're going to pretty much just map out like a smile shape. So, make a little smile. Okay? Since I like mine really textured, instead of making it really smooth and because if you want yours smooth, you can just rub it like this and it smooths it all. But since I like it textured, you're going to just dab it on. And it gives it all these little ripples and makes little bubbles. So when you actually put it on and you put the makeup, everything has texture to it. So you're going to do this. And this is how it looks. See how that bubbles? Then we are going to blow dry it. Now with latex, you'll see that it starts getting clear when it's dry. So once it's dry, we're going to put on another coat. Okay, so it should look like this. You'll still be able to see where it's at. Okay, so we're going to do another coat. You're going to do about like 3 coats of this before we add the toilet paper. And you'll see what I mean by the toilet paper after I put on the toilet paper. Okay, so now we're going to put the toilet paper. We're going to do 1 layer of latex first. Just a little thin layer. And we're going to use regular dollar store toilet paper, okay? It's a 2-ply, so you want to grab it and just pull it apart. You're only going to use one side, so only 1 ply. And you're going to cut little pieces and just put it on there. Wow. I'm a little messy, so it's okay. Anyways, you're going to keep on adding the toilet paper until the whole mouthpiece is full. So, it should look like this. I don't know if it'll focus or... But this is only 1 ply. Then go over it one more time with latex just to make sure everything's smooth. When everything is completely saturated in latex. And then blow dry again. Anyways, we're going to do one more coat, only one more coat of latex, and then we will be done with this piece. I'm going to let it dry, and then I will get back. Okay guys, so now it's completely dry. I already blow dried it, and I put one coat over it left. Okay, so now you're just going to get any translucent powder, any foundation powder, any type of, even flour from your cooking stuff. You're just going to grab it and put it right on top, because the latex is going to be sticky, and so this is just going to seal the stickiness, and you'll be able to lift it a lot better. So you're going to just do like one little coat. Okay. And now it'll be smooth. You can touch it, it's not going to do nothing. Okay, so now you're just going to lift a little side. Okay. You're going to lift it a little bit. And you're going to start slowly putting powder. See how I lifted it? Slowly putting powder underneath. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see this part. But see if I can do it in the cam. Okay, so you're going to slowly lift and put powder. Slowly lift and put powder, so that the bottom doesn't stick. Because if you just pull it off and it's all sticky, it's going to stick together, and then, yeah. So I'm going to do that, and then I will show you what to do next. Okay, so this is what we have. Pretty much a little smiley face, smile. Okay, so if this is too big when you measure it to your face, just cut it. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay. So right now what we're going to do is get some scissors and just make a smile, a cut. So this is just going to be like my guideline just to help me. You want to do it wide enough so that this can fit straight on your lips. So, and you don't want it to be too close together. If it's too close together, then when you sew it up, it's just going to look shut. So you want to do it wide enough to where it looks completely open for you. It's a really big hole. Young, really young. Make sure you have your parents' permission, or tell your parents to help you to do this part with the scissors, because I don't want y'all getting cut or nothing. Okay, so see, a really big hole. You don't want it to be like perfectly straight lines. You want it to be like a little just jagged here, crooked here. If you want it to be like a little more smile, make sure you do a little point. See? We'll just do this. Cut the end. And it gives you that little sharp point. Okay, so far it looks like this. Now, what I use to sew it up is thread is going to be way too thin. So I went to the beauty store. You can go, I guess, to Walmart. I'm sure they have really thick thread. And I get thread like this. It's for hair extensions. Let's see. Anyways, and I put it on the needle. And then all you're going to do is you're going to sew it from this side to this side. All the way until it's in. And I do my thread double so that you can see it like really good. If you do only one, it's not going to come out so thick. And you're just going to make little X's all the way across. See? So after you put the X's, you're completely done. The rest is just foundation, black, blood. So this is how the mouthpiece is gonna look. This is, I already used it, so it's all dirty. Let me see if you can see it farther away. Cool. Now let me tell you a little something about the bloods. The bloods, when you buy them like this, like the vampire blood that you can buy at Walmart, the one that you can buy at Walgreens, the fake blood for 99 cents. Yes, it's really cheap, and yes, it looks really pretty when it's wet, but when it dries, it gives you that metallic green, and that's something I don't like. So I use the gel blood. You only warm it up. Let me see if it'll focus. I use the Living Nightmare gel blood, and you just warm it up, put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds intervals, and keep going until it's warm. Pour it on there, and it looks really shiny, really bloody all night. It doesn't dry up and turn green. I use that. Or I use the blood that's called flesh scab, and it's really, really thick. Actually smells really, really good. And it looks so much like scabs and real blood. Let's see. It's pretty intense. But I do that when I'm going to be like, it's for actual Halloween. I'm not going to just waste that, because stuff like that is more expensive. Stuff like this is a lot cheaper, like $3.99. These things are 99 cents, so obviously they're going to have something wrong with them. For those of y'all who are allergic to latex, you can still do this look. What you're going to need is clear gelatin, glycerin, water, and what you're going to do is, say you use 1 teaspoon of this, you're going to use 1 teaspoon of this, and then you're going to use 1 teaspoon of water. You're going to do it straight on your face instead of trying to do it like the way I did it for the latex. And then you're just going to make the slit. It's really easy just to split open, and then with the sewing, I guess you would kind of have to draw on the stitches. So yeah, and if for anybody who wants to do like the blood with the gelatin, it looks freaking awesome. I use like say 2 teaspoons of this, 2 teaspoons of this, 2 teaspoons of water, and then I do grab this blood that was so cheap, but since it stays wet, it doesn't turn that green metallic, and I pour it in there, and it turns all my gelatin red and pretty and awesome looking. And that's what I use for my bloody heart on my Bloody Valentine, the contest. The zipper that I did, the unzipped. Now y'all are asking me what did I do for the inside that it looks so vibrant, so red. You can do this, what I just told you, add blood, and it's going to make it look really glistening. You can do this and add the 99-cent blood, and it'll be like the latex, like mine almost. But what I actually used is this right here. It's Liquid Latex Fashions. This one's in red. This one's already kind of dried out, but this is how it looks. Crazy. When it's not dried out, it's just real liquidy, but it dries so thick, and it looks extremely awesome. This is body paint. I got mine at Megaplex. I know that y'all can find some at a less freaky store or something like that, but this is to paint bodies and so that they can walk around, and I do body art, so I already had this in hand. So I had the red, the pink, and the white. So if y'all want y'all to look exactly the way mine did, y'all want to get the liquid latex for body paint and buy the red and the pink. If not, well then, like I said, you can use the gelatin, or you can use the liquid latex and just add some blood in there. And I think that's about it, guys. Sorry if this was too long, but I'm trying to answer all the questions that everybody else had, and I don't want to leave anybody out. So yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys later. This started off like this. So you're gonna make your slit, and if you're one of my young viewers, make sure that your parents help you make the cut. Make sure that your parents help you to stitch it, because very sharp objects. So, okay, now for everyone who says they are allergic to latex, I'm going to show you what you can do, and you can do it exactly the same way I did this piece with gelatin. You're going to get gelatin, and it's non-flavored. It's non-flavored, plus you're going to use glycerin. You can find these at HEB. You can find these at Walmart. This one's going to be in your first aid section, and this one's going to be in wherever the hell they have Jello. This one's going to be wherever they have Jello. So, however many like spoons of Jello you're going to use the same amount of glycerin and same amount of water. If you want it to look bloody, say you want you can't find blood and there's no blood for you, just add blood, fake little blood, into this, and it'll turn your whole thing bloody. So this works awesome for the people who cannot use latex. Now we're going to talk a little bit about blood. These are bloods that you can find at HEB, Walmart, Walgreens. They're 99 cents. The only thing about this, guys, is that when they dry, they turn like almost like the color of my nail. It turns like a greenish tint. So you have a red, green, metallic tint on your face, and it's not too pretty. So this is the blood I would actually use inside the glycerin, so it stays really red and it won't change any colors. And the glycerin and all the gelatin will make it look great if you want to do the zipper face, and you're going to put all that in the inside. Pretty awesome. I use, if I don't want to use the gelatin, this one. It's Nightmare Gel Blood. The gel blood right here, you're just going to put it in warm water, and it pretty much does exactly what it says it is. It's gel blood. So it stays looking like it's wet. It stays looking really red. Does not turn a tint of green. And for the ones who like scabs and like it more like flesh and real blood, real dark, this is right here. I grabbed this from the Halloween store. Oops. And this right here is like, it's really, really thick. It smells really, really good. So if you're going to put this on your face, I would suggest buying something like this, because stays thick, stays wet. The only thing is if you touch it, it's going to smear. The gelatin and everything like that, it dries within seconds. So it will not smear or not like that. You can always find these at the Halloween stores too, the spirit stores, or Party City. It's black blood if you want to be a zombie and you want to have like dark blood, or you want to mix your red with this black blood, and it gives a really awesome effect. And I'll be using this in a couple of tutorials coming up. Another thing, guys, be really, really creative when it comes to like, oh my god, I want to do a prosthetic piece. Like me, this is going to be one of my upcoming projects, but anything that has like a texture to it, you see how this has like the whole like alligator thing. What I did was I threw on top a big old thing of latex. I just let it dry, and it had to take overnight, and it left me with this awesome like mold of it. So now if I ever want to use this for like to make my face all like a gator, well, there you go. For any guys with facial hair and stuff like that, before you use any type of latex, I would suggest putting like, I use this one for, especially for like my eyebrows, a foundation stick. I got it from Walgreens. I know you can buy it on eBay or like at Party City store. This is actually really great. The latex that I used for my zipper face, that is not glycerin. It's not latex, watery latex like this right here. What it is it's body paint latex. I bought it at Megaplex. You can buy it off of eBay. They have different colors of it. It's a really, really thick, but it stinks so disgusting while it's wet. But it's awesome, and it does not hurt when it comes off. if this latex, if you put this on your face and it's too thin, it's going to hurt to take it off. So use some really warm water. But if you make pieces like this, where I like just dump this on top of this and just let it sit, or a face like this, if you pull it off, it's not going to hurt. Why? Because it's so thick that it's just not going to hurt it. And this is not going to like bust or something like that. You pull it, this will be good. I've had this for like a year already, and it's still freaking awesome. Now the spirit gum, oh my god, that hurts to pull it off. You cannot just rip this crap off of your face. You need the remover. If you do not have a remover and you are using spirit gum, get some oil or like the eye makeup remover or vegetable oil or something, and it's gonna help you take it off if it doesn't come off. Use any oil if you have liquid latex and it for some reason does not come off. Don't just try to peel it off, but put warm water on it and it'll come off real easily. So I hope I answered all y'all's questions. If there's like anything else that I left out, like just let me know. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm so sorry it took forever. I hope that you know that like I really did try to get this video out a long time ago, but for some reason my computer crashed and everything. So for the people who say I talk too much, I'm so sorry. But, I mean, there are a lot of questions that everyone else does ask me. So, I hope y'all enjoy.